Okay, as we showed in yesterday's video, the bike is a slow warm-up. It didn't warm up till the end of the block, and then Kevin says it runs pretty good. So long after he left yesterday, I said, I'm going to come out here and just for the heck of it, check and possibly change the pilot jet in the carburetor. It's a Premier, so you can do that. So I pulled it out, and it was a number 19 jet. So I put in a 17 jet to see if running a little leaner would improve it, and it didn't. It did just the opposite. It made it worse. I started the bike and it sounded terrible. So I pulled that out and I put in a number 20 jet and started the bike, and it sounded really good. I have to say, it sounded really good. So that's where we left it. It's got a 20 jet in there, and I adjusted the air mixture. And we're going to do a test ride this morning with the 20 and see if it makes any difference. And I'll do it on video so you can see the results. Now, one thing I noticed yesterday, I had never kick-started this bike, and I did it on the side stand. And boy, it leans over a lot. And since as I kick-started it, it would shift forward and scare the heck out of me, I finally, I made this. There's a 2x4 clamped to the side stand, which would indicate to me that it would be a really good idea to put a 2-inch lift under the tip of that side stand. You can't just bend them down because then they hang down wrong. But to put a 2-inch box underneath of it would be a good idea. Let the client have that done. So anyway, I checked the oil in the transmission, and even though it seems to have leaked a lot, there's still good oil in there. We're going to put it vertical after this is over and top off the oil with MT90. Unfortunately, I got to go buy some, so we'll do that later. Anyway, Kevin's going to start the bike now on video, and then we're going to take it outside and run it. So let's see how it starts and what it sounds like when it starts. Because yesterday it took it took a while to warm up. So let's see what happens here. I tell you what, that sounds a whole lot better than it did yesterday. All right, well, the proof is going to be when you go down the road. That thing started right now, and that idle sounded really good. So I'm going to take off my, my side stand lifter. We're going to roll it out, and he's going to do a test ride. I can hear it. It's still popping and spitting. Started really good, sounds really good, but it was popping and spitting every time he got into mid-range. I'm tempted to raise up the needle 1 notch maybe. Not sure. Let's see what he says when he comes back. Here he comes as I about get run over by a freaking truck.
Still takes forever to warm up. Actually started out worse, but then it cleared up again. It's a lower RPMs, just as you're starting out.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, and I was a bit up the hill, you know, make that left, and then it started clearing out.
All right, well, that was a good experiment. That's mid-range. We could lift the needle up one notch and try it. Means lifting the tank, pain in the butt. I'll talk to the client.
Yeah.
One thing I've noticed on this bike is that the left pipe is extremely blued, indicating that cylinder is running hotter than the other pipe, which is not severely blued. Normally, if this was a twin carb bike, we'd say that one of the carburetors is running really lean. I'm not sure why one side would be running hotter than the other side on a bike with a single carburetor. So if anybody's got any suggestions, I'm happy to entertain them. So it just runs too good when it warms up to do anything major at this point.